I'm on the tail end of recovering from the flu, so I'll be giving you my rapid-fire script analysis on Wakanda Forever. The original Black Panther's success was based on a more compelling plot than most MCU projects, led by strong character sacrifice and change that asked big questions and a philosophical debate. My opinion of that movie is that the first two acts progress its conflicts steadily, but then drops everything out of obligation to a CGI nightmare of a third act to appease the general audiences. In many ways, Wakanda Forever mirrors or inverts this structure, much to its detriment. This is almost the exact opposite of what Black Panther was. Let me explain by first expressing the difference between A and B plots. The A plot in a screenplay is the dramatic core of a movie. It's the foreground, the primary through line that a protagonist follows. The B plot is a supporting saga, running on a parallel and often seemingly unrelated track. The B plot of a film should not function or exist without the pre-existing A plot, for its purpose for existing is to be in service of enriching the through line of the film provided by the A plot. You can learn a lot about this in an accessible way by studying Save the Cat. The main problem that I have in Wakanda Forever is that it follows the B plot alone for nearly 2 hours of its gargantuan runtime before any consequence is put on the main character. I would argue that you could cut out at least an hour, if not an hour and a half of this movie and really lose nothing. I was terribly bored for 2 hours straight because the character development hardly begins until far too late into the movie when Shuri enters the spirit realm. Wakanda Forever flips the structure of the original on its head, keeping the interesting bits to only the last third, and this decision makes the film inarguably weaker to me. Not even the core problems of the original were addressed either, because while the most interesting part of the movie, the third act still becomes haunted by uncontrolled CGI fests. I really wish these movies could be freed from the MCU obligations to exist as a legitimate standalone experience. Interesting and very talented artists work on these movies, which causes the music and the production design to be more inspired than most of the MCU projects, but that potential is wasted through the expectation from audiences to be spoon-fed and have massive scale battles and setups for more movies. The best idea in this movie is to send off Boseman through the main arc of the protagonist. It ends on a good note for the main character in learning how to grieve his death and move on, but not 30 seconds of credits later. I repeat, not 30 seconds of credits later. They have to slap that emotion in the face to set up a new Black Panther out of obligation to the MCU algorithm. This movie became far more offensive than heartwarming to me in how it treated the loss of Chadwick by the end of it, because they took advantage of the emotion we all feel without providing a solid narrative around it. His loss alone is supposed to carry the experience. I was incredibly depressed by Black Panther Wakanda Forever because ultimately nothing valuable or interesting could be found inside its unparalleled structural disaster and insistent yet unearned emotion. This is yet another movie in the fourth phase of MCU that feels aimless and a waste of time. Being cohesive would be a great start for these movies. This Friday, I'll be back on my feet to compare the new All Quiet on the Western Front that just dropped on Netflix to the original 1930 version. That video will drop at 2 p.m. Friday. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed it or found it informative, leave it a like and subscribe. It would really help me grow the channel. If you thought the video could have been better though, leave it a thumbs down and give me some constructive criticisms in the comments below. Thanks guys, I'll see you later.